Okay, good morning, everyone. All right, today we're going to share with you the 10 different ways that you can actually help to digitize and automate your exhibition management. As we all know that to put an exhibition together, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, especially if it is an international scale exhibition. Malaysia is one of the best countries to actually hold exhibition. In fact, hold what we call MICE, right? Meeting, incentive, conventions, and exhibition, right? So Malaysia is one of the best country in the world to actually hold big scale exhibitions because we do have very good infrastructures. We have very good hotel at a very good rate. Hence, we should have a lot more international exhibition being held in Malaysia versus Singapore, which is three times the hotel rates, three times the labor cost, three times the rental fee, and stuff like that. But we do need to take our exhibition management to the next level by doing a lot more digitization as well as to do a lot more automation. So I'll go to the next slide right now. So welcome everyone again. Uh, what are the pains? Because we're being exhibitors myself for many years and being visitors and participant for many international level exhibitions over the years, I can see there are a lot of pains, right? Let me start off with, because today most of you are actually exhibition organizers. Let me start off with some of the pains that I see in being an exhibition organizer. Number one, uh, especially right now, there's a lot of risk of uncontrollable global events such as what is happening today, COVID-19, which is a pandemic right now. Yeah, with over 100 countries are being affected right now. Wars, when wars happen, whatever exhibition events that you plan, you have to either cancel it or postpone it. For example, one of the largest events for this year, which should be held in summer this year, is actually Olympic, right? 2020. So even that is, I don't know whether it has been confirmed that it has to be canceled or it has to be postponed. So exhibition is of definitely of much smaller scale, but even that is huge compared to just doing a single event. But there's a lot of uncontrollable global events such as pandemic, right, which is like what is happening right now. That's why a lot of exhibition, even smaller event, even wedding are being affected right now. Yeah, a good friend of ours, which the nephew is having a wedding this Saturday, has to be postponed until further notice. So also political upheaval in any country will affect any exhibition, as well as severe weather. For example, let's say suddenly there's a big flood, right? In a certain country where exhibition has been planned for the last 2 years, when a flood happens, you have no choice but to also cancel. So those are the risks of a lot of uncontrollable events that being an exhibition organizer, which who doesn't being an exhibition organizer that you do not have control, and those are the risks that you have. And second risk that pains that I see is actually while putting a lot of effort in terms of organizing an exhibition for the last 2 years or for 1 year, right? You could have a very low turnout of exhibitors as well as the visitor participation, right? So these are things that also not within your control. Uh, Somehow you can actually build it out, but still, just like right now, right? When the pandemic is happening, even though you could have a lot of exhibitors have already booked for your particular event, which is supposed to be held right now, right? But due to the pandemic, you probably have to cancel the exhibition at this point in time. And definitely you're not going to get a lot of visitors. A lot of visitors, even though they may want to come, they couldn't even get a flight right now. That's the biggest problem right now when with events which is happening in the world. The third pains of exhibition organizer is always to ensure security and safety, because usually an exhibition will involve at least tens of thousands of visitors, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of visitors, yeah, together with the exhibitors. So that's the reason why a lot of times large-scale international global exhibitions are normally being held in country with relatively good safety and security record, such as Singapore, yeah, such as in the past is Hong Kong, but now same thing due to demonstration that's happening in Hong Kong last year has affected a lot of big global exhibition in Hong Kong. So exhibitors or organizers of exhibition like to go to a country where it's safe, where it's secure, so that there is certainty in terms of that they can help the exhibition, because a lot of money upfront has to be put out in order to organize a big scale global exhibition. And you have to put deposit, you have to put a lot of money to build the booth, to build the venues and stuff like that. So if there's no good security and safety, you're not going to have big scale global exhibition in your country, right? So that's one of the pains of exhibition organizers as well. And suddenly, sometimes if wars happen, well, even a safe country, normally safe country, a secure country, will become war-torn, and no exhibitors will want to be there, and no visitors will want to be there. So the three top pains that I've mentioned just now, I believe as an exhibition organizer, you're very well aware of the risks involved, right? Those are risks that you probably have already factored in. That's why when some of them is uncontrollable by you, some of them are controllable. For example, selection of a venue, selection of a country which is safe and secure is within your control. And how you're going to get the participation of your exhibitors and also your visitors is also partially within your control, except when wars and pandemic happen, which will be out of control at that point in time. But how you build up your exhibitors' participation as well as the visitor participation a lot of times will be up to you, how you build up the event, how you engage your visitors in the past, if you have been doing it for many years, and how you engage, interact, reward, as well as bring a lot of benefits to your exhibitors and visitors whenever they visit your exhibitions. All right. Well, the next thing that I'm going to talk about is actually very low. Some of the pains of exhibition organizer is very low digitization and organization. I will talk more about this later when we go into the feelings of being visitors of a large-scale global exhibition, as well as being an exhibitor in a large-scale global exhibition. There's so much digitization and automation that can be done in the exhibition arena to make it so much better in terms of user experience, and also in terms of user interface for the visitors as well as for the exhibitors who are actually paying you money, right? So we'll talk more about low digitization and automation. In fact, that is what the presentations today is all about. And that second things that I see is actually there's no continuous monetization of exhibition. A lot of times, as an exhibitor, I would invest millions of dollars, if not ringgits or dollars, into an exhibition. But normally, it took months to prepare, even as an exhibitor, for a big-scale exhibition, investing tons of money and tons of effort to prepare for the exhibition. But usually, the exhibition will only last for 3 days or maximum 5 days. And after that, everything is done. So the millions of dollars investment plus the tons of effort and preparations that went into the being an exhibitor, the ROI is very, very difficult to quantify, because in that 3 to 5 days, you have to be able to measure your ROI. So as an exhibition organizer, one of the pains that you need to have, same thing, you put in a lot of effort for 2 years to organize a big, large-scale global event, a global exhibition. But that event normally will last for 3 to 5 days only. And after that, the 2 years effort for preparing for bringing up is gone. And you cannot continue to monetize your exhibition. That's where we'll talk more about it on the road ahead towards the end of the presentation. So I'm going to move on to the next slide where we talk about the pains of exhibitors, right? Being exhibitors for many, many years, okay, we're one of the largest multinational as well as one of the largest company in the region. It's very difficult for us to, as exhibitors, to quantify the return on investment, because any small-scale exhibition, even just a center court exhibition booth in Mid-Valley, for example, over a weekend will cost about 500,000 to $1 million in terms of investment. Building out the booth itself is already 500,000. plus all the other costs associated with the renters and stuff like that, it will come to $1 million just on the weekend. So you have to be, the exhibitors has to be able to quantify their return on investment for that 1 million ringgit investment for 3 days or for 2 days on the weekend, and how much return can they back. And that is very challenging for most of the exhibitors. That's why a lot of exhibitors have been refraining from doing offline exhibition versus online marketing right now. Because exhibition is one of the marketing touches, right? And face-to-face experience, networking and stuff like that. But in terms of quantifying your ROI, it's always challenging as a exhibitors and as someone who has run some of the largest company in the region, as well as be part of the largest company in the world. The second thing about the pains of exhibitors has always been follow-up challenge. Imagine you have a booth in a global exhibition where there's 100,000, 200,000, or even 500,000 visitors attending, right? It's good to have that kind of participant. Imagine you have 20,000 people that visit your booth in 2 days or 3 days, right? And after that, normally, being a global company or being a regional company, you have a few exhibitions that you will be participating in a year. So even just 4 times a year for a big exhibition event. Imagine you have 20,000 cards after you close a 3 days or 5 days exhibition in Singapore. When you come back, you have to be able to do a lot of follow-up. And that is also one of the big challenge for exhibitors. A lot of times I will come back, or my team will come back with a lot of business cards, but they don't even have time to key in, number one. Yeah, even to get it to the secretary or the assistant to key in, it will take some time for 20,000 cards, right? With all their details. And secondly, to understand what all these individual visitors has requested during the exhibition is also a challenge. Some has requested for follow-up call. Some have requested for price lift. Some have requested to want to join and to become our distributors or a reseller. Some have requested a very specific information on very specific product. All these requests, being an exhibitor myself for many years and also being visitors of a global scale exhibition for many, many years, very seldom I see a proper follow-up from any exhibitors after the event. So the exhibitors will be investing hundreds of thousands, if not millions, right? Minimum from tens of thousands of US dollars to hundreds of thousands of US dollars to millions of US dollars, depending on how big the exhibition is. But the follow-up is becoming a very huge challenge. All right? So the next pains for exhibitors, same thing. As I mentioned earlier, it's a lot of financial and people resource. It's very financial and people resource intensive. You need to have money to be able to participate. Even though you have the money, you need to have people that have to be trained to be able to explain all your product and services at the exhibition. Because if not, you'll be wasting your time. You can put out a beautiful booth. Either you don't have a very good product to showcase, or you have very good product to showcase, but you don't have good people that can actually demo or explain to your visitors what your products can help them or help their business to become better, or to help the world to become a better place. So it's very intensive in terms of financial and people resource training as well. So I don't know whether you as an exhibition organizer understand all this. All these are the pains of the exhibitors, which is real and which is very, very painful. And next pains for exhibitors is actually low digitization and automation. Many a times when exhibitors participated in a large-scale global exhibition, what they came back with are only business cards. They don't even know who have, well, they will know who have visited their booth from the business card. But for those who have visited a booth, but not putting down their business card or giving their business card, or didn't have a chance to even speak to them, because if your exhibition booth is very busy, a lot of people come by and then drop by and go away, right? You don't even have a chance to talk to them at all. So there's a very low capturing rate. Even for those you manage to get your business card, it takes a lot of intensive people resources to follow up, to key it in, to write down what they asked for, and to be able to follow up the way it's supposed to be followed up. So it's still very low digitization and automation in the exhibition space. And the fifth pain is actually very lack of sustainability and continuity. As exhibitors, we'll put in so much effort, half a year, 3 months, to at least prepare for a good exhibition, to showcase our good latest product and services, right? But very intensive 2 or 3 days, and actually not 2 or 3 days. Before that, the booth has to be up. So usually a week, you gotta make sure your contractors have built out the booth for you, unless it's just a standard booth. But if you want to have a customized booth and all things, there's a lot of work that you get. Your people has to be there to actually make sure the booth is up and running, make sure all the connectivity, your products, your demo is working properly, but only for 3 days. After that, that's the end of all the 6-month effort they put in. So there's a lot of sustainability and continuity issue for exhibitors. Those are some of the big pains as a seasoned exhibitors for many years that I can share with you as an exhibition organizer. And as a visitors, there are also a whole set of pains, but surprisingly, they are quite similar to what the exhibitors are experiencing right now, which I'll just go through. Same thing. As a visitors, I will have to invest, even for a team of 10 people to go to attend a global exhibition. It costs tickets, plane ticket, it costs hotel fee, right? And even after they attend it, how are we going to quantify? What have they learned? What kind of benefit have they brought to the company? These are all the challenges for even exhibitor visitors, right? Even for local exhibition, same thing. Your team is going to be there for 3 days. What are they going to learn? How you follow up? How are they going to help your business after they're there for 3 days? So in terms of quantify ROI, it's the same. It's the different areas of ROI, but it's the same pain in terms of quantifying the return on investment. Second thing, follow-up challenges as well. As I mentioned, being a seasoned exhibition visitors in a global scale for many years, very, very seldom I get a proper follow-up. The most I get is the first email. Out of maybe, let's say if I go to a big exhibition, a global exhibitions like Mobile World Congress, which you have probably 5 big booths, will take a week that you cannot even see every booth. But even I'll go there, the most I will probably I'll try to visit as many as possible and attend as many conferences and have a lot of network meetings all at the same time until midnight, and then wake up in the morning 6 o'clock, have breakfast meeting, have lunch meeting, have dinner meeting, and then have a supper meeting as well. So we usually pack in, yeah, because times are available, and same with all other visitors as well as exhibitors as well. The problem is, after you come back from a long trip, let's say to Spain or to USA, to wherever, all right, even you have just visited the 100 booth, which is a lot already, because normally a booth will take you half an hour, if not an hour, to actually understand exactly what they are demoing, what they are showcasing, how it's going to help your business. So even with that, all right, even if you can visit 100 booths, chances are you will not get more than 10% of follow-up email. And same thing, because you, as a visitor, you have visited so many booths, you cannot even remember which booth are about what already at that time, because they don't follow up. And at the same time, there's nothing for you to follow up with. And when you go back to the exhibition website, it's all closed. Or they will have all the old information, but there's no way for you to continue to engage and interact with the exhibitors that you have visited after your visits. All right? So same follow-up challenge, but from the visitor perspective. Financial people resource intensive, as I mentioned just now. It's even just to send 10 people for one of the largest companies in the region, we still have to calculate properly, because the ticket fee to international, especially the hotel fee, and then plus all the combinations, food, everything, and then plus the preparation, plus where they're going to be away for a week. All these are costs to the organization as well. So this is very financial and people intensive as well. Same, low digitizing automation. A lot of times, my team have to actually bring a luggage bag when we attend a big exhibition. Why? Because a lot of the big exhibition, we still need to collect brochures, collect booklet, and those are the heaviest. And normally, we have to send it back because it's too heavy to actually carry back. It will be over 30 kg per luggage bag. So normally, you have to send in boxes back to the country. So it's very low digitization. In fact, all this could be easily just be a digital format. As far as automation in terms of who have visited, so that they can follow up automatically, and with who have visited, so that we automatically if they have not if they don't follow up with us, which is very common. right? And the last thing, same thing, lack of sustainability and continuity. After a very intensive 1 week of preparation, even just a visitor, because you got to plan. In fact, not just 1 week. A lot of times you have to plan for your network meeting. So that will take 2 weeks, 3 weeks to actually understand who are going to be there, so that you can jive up the time with my PA has to jive up the time with their PA, so that we can have a slot, whether it's lunch slot or in between the exhibition visitors or in between the conferences. So, but after that, coming back, a lot of times, unless you yourself are very disciplined in terms of following up, then a lot of times there's no sustainability and continuity as well, even as a visitor. Because usually after you come back, you're going to catch up with a lot of work that you have left behind for a week, right? And then you start focusing on new areas. And whatever you've done, it's very common. You tend to lax and forget about it. So those are the pains for visitors as well. So I've gone through why you need the exhibition organizer needs to help the visitors as well as the exhibitors to automate, to digitize, so that all the pains that we've gone through could be addressed properly, and you bring up a lot more benefits to both your visitors as well as to your exhibitors. Now I'm going to go to how Go Reward exhibition platform can help you as an exhibition organizer. Number one, all you need to do is a free platform to start with. It's free up to 10,000 or 1,000 of your visitors, right? So all you need to do is just register. Towards the end of presentation, we have a URL that will send it to you, will show it to you, that you can just join as an exhibition organizer. So once you join as an exhibition organizer, it's all automated, and you will be able to publish your exhibition events on your own mobile card inside the Go Reward platform. All right. So it's highly automated, it's highly digitized, and as we all know, there are more mobile devices today than there are people in the world today. So if you want to reach out to your visitors as well as to your exhibitors, mobile is the best way. Yeah, the good mobile app platform is the best way to reach out to them. Number two, we'll help you with, once you sign up, register as an exhibition organizer, you can easily post all your events. Even the product and services of your exhibitors can be posted there. So in this example, you see the exhibition that we have put it up is called Asia Tech Expo. So if you can see on the mobile phone image, there's a lot of automated buttons which has been created for your members or your visitors or your exhibitors when they come in. It's very easy for them to check on all the products and services which are being showcased or which will be showcased by your exhibitors. Not only that, you will turn this into a marketplace, which I'll talk more about later in terms of road ahead. How to bring sustainability as well as continuity into your exhibition instead of just for 3 days or for a week with 2 years of effort. All right. So the platform is not just about a card, but it's all purpose a card where you can actually invite, interact, engage, reward, and we even have a merchant credit system that you can actually use for your exhibition for closed loop event. All right. And number three that we can help, the platform can help, is actually help you to register your participant on your mobile card immediately, right? By just a scan away when they visit one, they can just click away to register. So your participant right now, all you need to do to build your event is to send them a link, right? Anywhere they are in the world, or send them an email with that link, or WhatsApp them with that link. All they need to do is just click on that, then they register right away, and right away they become your visitors. Yeah, especially if your exhibition is free. But even if your exhibition is a chargeable event, for example, some global, large-scale global event is chargeable because it comes with the conferences as well. You can also get them to just buy the ticket for your exhibition and conference right there inside your card, and they will get a QR code ticket downloaded into their mobile wallet right away. All right, so everything could be done with just a click away, no matter where your participants are. And with that, as you can see, you can enable so once they join you and click on the link to whether to download the tickets, whether it's paid or unpaid tickets, they now will start to receive your events reminder on their phone. All right, so you can do a lot of build up to your event even half a year before, or even 1 year. As soon as they attend your event this year, they can register for the next year event if they like it, and you can start building out your event towards the next year event with 12 months to go. So it's a lot of interactions, a lot of engagement. You can also have a lot of games, survey to understand whether they're happy with the last exhibition, what are they not happy about, what are the things you need to improve on. With a very simple digital survey, you have all this information in the report format as well in a dashboard format. And everything is just one click or one link away. So during the exhibition day itself, all right, for example, let's say this is a 3 days a large scale global event. First half day of the event, when people come in, you just have to scan. So you can track exactly which participant. Let's say you have on your platform, this 100,000 has registered for your particular event. On the first day of the event, or first half day of the event, you notice that there's only 2,000 of the 100,000 that registered. You got to be a little bit concerned already, right? Okay, but no worries. With this platform, you know exactly who has attended and who the 98,000 that has not yet attended. You can now start sending out notification to them, and also send out live information about what's going on. And you can also do a live reporting on the news site, right? Hey, this particular exhibitor just shown something very exciting. So those who have not attended, whether they are yet to attend, or whether they have forgotten about, or whether they have other priorities that can pull them away from attending an exhibition, now they're starting to see there's a lot of exciting things which is happening. You can even do a video shoot, a simple video shoot, and then post it on the news and events, so that you can continue to get the 100,000 people that registered, but so far on the first day only 2,000 attended, to actually get them to come to your exhibition. Because without that attendance, your exhibitors are not going to be happy, and they will not join you again for your next year exhibition. So this automate a lot of things for you, and so that you can actually, on a real-time basis, manage your attendance of your exhibitors, which is key to the success of any large-scale exhibition, right? And number 6 is that the platform to request for information, prices, register by just scanning on the booth QR code which they're attending. Today, most of our exhibitors and visitors, our pain is that after we spend half an hour on the booth, so spoke to the person in charge at the booth, but after that, the follow-up is not there. But with the platform, with Go Reward exhibition platform, it's very simple. All the visitor needs to do is actually just scan on that, and then right away, depending on what the exhibitors has set up, they can either request for all the informations or brochures that they have that's being demoed at the exhibition booth, one click, and they can also request for price list if they are wanted to have more detailed information. The visitors can also request for to join as a reseller or distributor if it's a trade show, because a lot of trade shows, a lot of exhibitors are there to build out their partners all over the world, right? So a lot of them, so that all this will be done right away with one scan, or they can either request for someone to call them back to follow up with that, right? So all this can be done self-service by the visitors without having to be done anything by the exhibitors on the back end, which I mentioned earlier. A lot of exhibitors do not even have a time to follow up, especially in a large scale event. After you get 20,000 cards, right? You're going to be really swamped in terms of how to do the follow-up. But with our platform, all you need to do is just scan. Then everything will be self-service. The brochures will be sent directly to the mobile phone and the email box of the visitors. The request will be automatically sent to the exhibitors, so the exhibitors know who to follow up, which visitor to follow up with their contact and email, without having to first type or input their business card into their contact, right? And they can also lead them to the website. So with that, all the follow-up, the lead is already there. So in a way, the platform act as a lead generation system automatically, not only for the exhibitors, but also for the organizer can actually have a view for all this, and for the visitors so that proper follow-up will be done, as all the pains that we mentioned earlier. All right? And point number 7 is that with our platform, everything will be, as much as possible, will be automated and organized. So leads generation with participant details, requests, follow-ups, for both exhibitors, for organizers, even for the visitors, will be done with just one scan and one click away. Right? So everything will be organized for you. You don't have to worry about, so you can move on. When you go back to your office, you have to catch up with a week's work or 2 months work that you have forgotten, or you have put it aside for preparation of this exercise. And number 8, the platform will also not only collect all the data for your UX exhibition organizer, but also you can categorize for your exhibitors. Exhibitors can actually be self-service. All the visitors that visit them, you will categorize for them what they ask for, what they have requested for, organize for them, and also provide them with a dashboard, pie chart, insight, yeah, so that everything will be done automatically. This is godsend for exhibitors as well as for visitors and for you as a exhibition organizer. And number 9, our platform can also provide gamification features with survey, instant survey, with instant contest, right? So to get people to visit, for example, you can say, for example, for a large tech expo, you could have a section which is showcasing all the lithium batteries. You can have a section which is showcasing all the latest notebook. You can have a section which is showcasing all the latest VR glasses, right? You can have a section which is showcasing all the latest storage, right? So with there are visitors right now, you can get in touch with them on a real-time basis during the exhibition itself and run gamifications. Now, all the exhibitors, you visit the 10 booth at our storage areas, you will get certain things, or you get a lucky draw. So all this can be part of the gamification to make exhibition like a Pokemon Go, right? So it makes the exhibition a lot more exciting rather than all basically leave it out to the visitor, leave it out to the exhibitors. So we help you to make your exhibition a lot more exciting than what you can do today. And last but not least, every time when I go to a global exhibition, I see hundreds of part-timers have to be employed for 3 days or for 5 days just to queue up to print out the tag, yeah, to queue, and the visitor have to queue up to wait for their tag. And that process, especially in the first day of exhibition, a big conference, is sometimes will take an hour, which is all waste of time. You don't need that. They have already downloaded all your tickets in the QR code tickets in the mobile phone. All they need to do, just scan and they go in. That's it, and you can start tracking who has come. All right? On top of that, so you save cost, you save manpower, and that helps in terms of your own ROI as an exhibition organizer. On top of that, we talk about how to quantify ROI for exhibitors and visitors. All these are part of quantifying their ROI. So that I, as a visitor, I don't have to waste 1 hour just to queue up, sign up, paper-based registrations, and then after that, I have to still queue up, wait for my tag to be printed. Then once I go in, I have to show my tag to the guard at the front door. And when I go and visit a booth, the booth doesn't even know I come if I don't give them my business card. And even if I give them my business card, they probably don't remember what I asked for because they have to write down on the back of my business card, right? So everything will be organized. So it's a godsend in terms of time saver, in terms of ROI, in terms of cost as well. All right, so these are the 10 main ways that we can help you, but we still a lot that we will not go through in this particular webinar due to time. But more important, I want to talk about the road ahead for exhibition organizers, because I think a lot of exhibition organizers, how do you take your exhibition to the next level, especially at times of uncontrollable global events like we have right now? Does it mean that all exhibition has to be closed right now? No. Actually, it doesn't have to. What about having a virtual exhibition? Have you thought about that? Can it be done? Absolutely. In fact, is it safer? Absolutely. Is it cheaper? Probably. So there's a lot of things that you can actually do with exhibition concept. In fact, sometimes it does take some uncontrollable global event to disrupt an industry. And usually the disruption doesn't come from the industry itself. Disruption has to come from disruptor like us that will help you to disrupt your whole industry. The retail industry was disrupted by someone who was an investment banker and someone who was an English teacher by the name of Jack Ma and Jeff Bezos. Both of them didn't come from a traditional retail industry. The accommodation hotel industry has to be disrupted by someone who has never run a hotel before, by Airbnb. The transportation industry has to be disrupted by a technology company, by someone who has never run a taxi company before, is by Uber and Grab, right? So all the disruptions, there were major disruptions that have changed the world, the way we live, learn, work, and play, are usually disrupted by the technology. Same thing with Tesla. Yeah, the electric car has not been disrupted by the traditional car manufacturers like Toyota, Honda, Ford, GM, or Chrysler of the world. It's disrupted by Tesla, a computer geek by the name of Elon. So, any traditional industry today, if you don't have a disruptive mindset and you don't work with a disruptor from a technology industry, chances are you will be disrupted one day, right? Not trying to scare you, but it's already happened so many times. You've seen it so many things, from Tesla to Uber to Grab to Food Panda, yeah, to Grab Food to Airbnb, right? To Uber of the world, right? All has been disrupted by technology, and more are coming, right? Okay, so the road ahead for you as an exhibition organizer, number one, you must be highly digital as well as automated with your dashboard, reports, and insight to bring the ROI, which is requested by all exhibitors and by visitors today. If you're not doing that, you're still behind time. I'm sorry to say that. Yeah, you got to take it to the next level. Number two, you have to continuous monetize and which the exhibition which you normally have to prepare for a year or 6 months. All right, vertical marketplace. That's all disrupted not by you as exhibition organizer, which had marketplace for years, for centuries, but being disrupted by Alibaba of the world, disrupted by Amazon of the world. You as exhibition. The reason is because you don't have that technology and this disruptive mindset and exposure. By right, any exhibition organizer, for example, Kawin La, Kenny O, we miss you here, all right? You should be the e-marketplace for any wedding, not just on the physical offline exhibition for 3 days. You should be forever dominate the marriage, the wedding marketplace, not just offline, but online. That's why you see iProperty started off as a technology company. They encroach into your space right now by having an iProperty exhibition. And they can do a much better job than you because they have all the data from their website, from your portal. You see what I'm saying? Even if you don't want to disrupt yourself, or you're hesitant, or your lack of knowledge to disrupt yourself, the technology players are coming to disrupt you right now. Imagine Alibaba will do their exhibition one day. You're not going to be able to do it to compete with them anymore. Imagine Amazon do a vertical just on one of their sector on their marketplace. You're not going to be able to compete with them. So you better do something about it before it's too late as an exhibition organizer. Think technology, think ahead, right? Think disruption. So those are things that we can help you with to take you to the next level. If you are interested, if you do want to change, especially when doesn't mean that you don't have a physical exhibitions. If it lasts for 1 year, your business will close for 1 year. What are you going to do? Actually, I can do a lot about it. You actually have a good database already on your vertical marketplace that you have been organizing. Now is to start triggering the digital part of it. And last but not least, once you have that, you are now no longer dependent on just on offline exhibition. You have a sustainable a business venture that you can bring to online. So not only you're good at offline, now you can be good at online as well, right? Because you should be, and not let the technology player to come and disrupt you. You should be disrupting them instead of the other way around. And on top of that, with our platform now, you can have a constant engagement with the exhibitors, as you as an organizer with the exhibitors and visitors to build out your event, to get them engaged. And visitors can always come back to visit your exhibition marketplace, even if they have missed the event. Imagine right now the 100,000 people that register for your global event, only 50 or 20,000 show up because of the pandemic right now. Even you have it, you're going to lose money, because a lot of exhibitors will not. You either lose money this time. This time you may not lose it, but you're going to lose money next time, or you cannot organize next time because the exhibitor will not come and join you anymore. But if you do have an online exhibition marketplace, the visitors that miss it because of the situation that we have right now can always come back for to, right? Until the next year exhibition again, then you update your online exhibition marketplace. All right? So those are things that would hope to trigger your mindset, to trigger your exposure, and to trigger your disruptive thinking right now. So our call to action, the first step for you to do is actually to go to goreward.com/join and start joining as it's free. Everything is free for now. Join us as a members, join as exhibition organizers, and from there, we will be able to engage with you and help you to take your exhibition to the next level, as we have spoken just now. So that will be all for now. We have gone through about 40 minutes or 45 minutes or so of sharing of the next exhibitions concept and ideas. And now I'm opening up for Q&A to everyone who have participating currently. So any questions that you can unmute your mic, so hopefully we can actually help answer some of the burning questions you have for the last 40 minutes. Over to anyone right now. Open to the floor right now. SD events, Miss Tasha, any questions?
So far, no, sir.
No questions. Does it make sense to you so far?
Yep, I have recorded a few things.
Have you learned a few things as well?
Yep, sir.
Are you going to implement it in your next exhibition?
Yeah.
Will you join as a merchant first?
Yes, definitely, sir.
Yeah, it's free anyway, right? It doesn't cost you a single cent. It only costs you mindset.
Yes.
If you have the right mindset, you'll join. All right, thank you, Ms. Tasha from SD Event. What about Silverlight event? Silverlight exhibition organizer, Mr. Tommy Tay.
Yeah, it's good. It's a very good question. It's nothing much for me. Looking forward to the next webinar if there's anything.
Well, first and foremost, I would like you to join as an organizer on our platform. Go to go/reward.com and go-reward.com/join. Yeah, which we showed just now. Which I'll just flip up the slide again, so that you can actually start to experience the platform. Knowing is one thing. Doing is even more important. Yeah, a lot of people knows. They heard about it, but they're not taking action. That's more important. All right. Thank you. This is Tommy Tay from Silverlight. Any other questions from any other exhibition organizer today? If it's no, then thank you everyone for your time and for attending this webinar. We will share the link and which is a recorded session. We hope you can actually share it out to your friends who are either exhibition organizer or who are exhibitors, so that they know there's a better way. Yeah, there's always a better way to do things to take it to the next level. So with that, I would say thank you everyone. And we will close the webinar today, and thank you for joining.